We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8 coming up.
Panther 60. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 44. Coverage. 44 is the Mike. 44.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. to throw again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it with the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they ended up in the end zone.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
First down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down and 7.
Check, watch it before. Flanker on the hot. Watch the black.
Cousins now.
Kill.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Cousins to throw it. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was spot free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, 48.
Fournette, a first down carry. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque right there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Cousins now from the 50. He gets it to James White. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Cousins on first down. Finding Bourne here over the middle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's track. Back, Ringo, 48.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check, 48 to the ball. Let's get this ball back.
try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Let's go. Let's do this. First. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 36.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Whip. Wide. Check 24. Check 24.
Now an end around his Cousins will just pop this forward. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
Here I come again.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Man out. 44 is the mic. 44.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Watch the out. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they try the right side here. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively, though. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. On the return, it's Tony. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the edge. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Watch twist, watch twist. Kill. Go check.
Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. Mike, check, 59.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's get off the field.
The final shot before break. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Gano's kick is right through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
44, 44, Mike, 44. You gonna get this, boy?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike's post. Come on, D.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Mike 29. He's scared. Watch twist.
They'll run it here. This is James White. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. second down now. It's White, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Rose. 2. He's coming off the edge. Watch him off the edge. Check 4. SOS.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Got the connection here to Bourne. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. James White taking it in from the 20. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins will try and throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 12, Jones steps away to his left. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Mike, bo. Not here. Slam.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
5-2 is the mic.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Yeah.
Looking to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
What we got? Mike 51. Squeeze, double.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. He'll drop it underneath to White, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. They will run with White out of the shotgun, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Harry. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Cousins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. Cousins again. This is White on the screen. And in for the Lions touchdown. James White with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Pass midfield, look out. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Check, check. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They hand this off to Harris. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Fopo's the Mike. Come on, let's go.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
90 is a mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Good route here. See me in your nightmares. 90 is a mic. Here we go, D.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
One last shot now for Cousins. He's got his man. It's White. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open?